Let's consider the parametric equations x equals t plus 4 squared, y equals t plus 7. We'll begin by eliminating the parameter to get an equation involving just x and y to describe the curve. So we have essentially the same strategy every time we want to do this. We would like to solve for t and then plug it into a different variable. It's much easier to solve for t down here. If I solve for t, then we get y minus t. Well, so let's actually subtract 7. If we subtract 7 from both sides, I get y minus 7 is t, and then plug it back in up here for t. So x is equal to y minus 7 plus 4 squared. So x is equal to y minus 3 squared. Well, so this is just like a shifted version of x equals y squared. And x equals y squared is a parabola on its side. It's a parabola opening towards the positive x direction rather than the positive y direction because x and y are switched. So this is what x equals y squared would look like. Since we have a y minus 3, this means that we're shifting. If it would be to the right if we were shifting in the x. That really means in the positive x direction. So now we're going to shift in the positive y direction as well, which is actually up. So if I take this and I shift it up 3 units, we end up getting a curve that looks like this. Notice that if I plug 0 in for x, then I'm going to get, if I plug 0 in for x, well, let's think about it a little bit differently. If I plug 3 in for y, then I'm going to get 0 squared, so that says that x is equal to 0. So that's why this actually does work. This is the point, 0, 3. Putting 3 in for y gets x equal to 0. So this is our curve. What direction is it traversed? Do we go from here up, or do I come up and then move down into the lower axis as well? Notice that as t moves from negative 10 to 10, y is going to move from, y will move from negative 3 up until 17. Right? If I put in my endpoints for t, y will go from a negative up to a positive, which means that we're actually going this direction. The y values are increasing as t is increasing, so it's moving in this direction as we traverse through the given values of t.